Healthy Once More is my way of giving back and saying thank you to the people who helped me through a life-challenging situation. I was diagnosed by two fairly well-known cardiologists with advanced heart disease and given 3 years, top end 5 years to live without a heart transplant. It's a pain that you're not used to. It's something that is unusual, and I went through a series of tests, including a nuclear dye test, in which they found a number of obstructions in areas of my heart. The cardiologist asked me how I felt, and I told him that I had chest pains, and I was transported via ambulance, sirens blaring, to the nearest hospital, in which they admitted me, found problems with what I was having, scheduled a Saturday procedure to an angiogram. They found 2 areas 100% blocked, and all of the arteries in and out of my system 60 to 70% blocked. They couldn't break through. Then they were going to crack my chest and do open heart bypass surgery on me. Fortunately, they were able to punch through the plaque, put 3 stents in, and very interestingly enough, when they did that, I felt a rush. That areas of my heart that had been without blood opened up suddenly, and it was quite a high. Basically, I was waiting to die. I was prescribed a number of drugs, blood thinning drugs, all kinds of drugs, 4 or 5 different drugs. A friend of mine, Eli Bishop, came over one day, and he said that I needed to go see a world-famous cardiologist, heart transplant surgeon by the name of Stephen Gundry in Palm Springs. Eli felt so strongly about Stephen Gundry that he would call me every week for 6 months and ask me if I'd made an appointment with Stephen Gundry. And so in order to get Eli off my back, to make him stop calling me, I picked up the phone and made an appointment and went to see Dr. Stephen Gundry. Well, we didn't really know what we were getting into. We showed up at our appointment date and time. He said to me that there are 3 genetic markers for heart disease, and I had all 3. Given what he has seen in my blood, my problem was effectively triglycerides, which are brought on by foods. Well, Dr. Gundry looked at me and said, frankly, you're waiting to die. I concur with the other 2 doctors. You could walk out of my door here and collapse and die of a heart attack, just like that. That's how your system is. He also then said, however, what I would say to you is that if you do exactly as I tell you to do, and you eat exactly what I tell you and take the supplements that I tell you to do, I can cure you. After about 9 months to a year, the thing had stabilized. I'm getting green marks rather than red marks. The yellow marks were disappearing. I can do anything I want now. I can go to the gym. I'm building stone walls. I'm lifting rocks that are 200 pounds. I have the heart now of a 17-year-old. I still take, for safety reasons, a mild statin, 10 milligrams a day, and no other medication. And you can't imagine the depression you can go in. It's huge. There is nothing darker than somebody saying you're going to die. Where do you turn? Healthy Once More is going to be people telling their stories to give comfort, insight to those in need. You don't have to give up. You don't have to give up.